Hello and welcome back to another video by Electric Bacon here. This is my first ever video in my Minecraft Forever world. I know that it's a pretty common theme that's going along, going on in the Minecraft community. I think it's been going on for like a year now or so, so I'm kind of getting a little bit late to the game, but I guess you can never be too late for a Forever world. As you can tell, I've already defeated the Ender Dragon in this Forever world, kind of starting it obviously later into the world, just because, hopping on the bandwagon of the Forever world. And with Ryan Trahan's newest videos that have been coming out on his hidden account with Minecraft, I figured, hey, why not give it a shot and record an actual video. I'm going to do some editing, a little bit more than he is. But I figured if he can do a 20-minute video a day for a whole year, I can come out with at least one video a week or something like that. So, yeah, welcome to another video, and let's get started. Oops. Alright, so I do have music playing in the background, excuse me, so hopefully that doesn't get demonetized, but I'll just put the link in the description so that way I can give credit to the video and hopefully it doesn't get demonetized. It's all Christian music anyway, but it is what it is. So yeah, starting it off obviously with one of my only statue, pretty sweet statue. I defeated the Ender Dragon on November 20th of last year, and End City November 21st last year. It is currently January 7th. So yeah, this world is set up obviously with a lot of wood, just kind of the building style that I liked. I'll kind of take you through kind of my entire world, give you a little world tour. It's relatively small, there's a lot of good stuff in here, but yeah, let's just get started and kind of go from beginning to end of kind of where I'm at right now. So starting off obviously is with this building right here. This was one of my first houses, which is actually kind of funny because where I built my actual first house was right there, right in this grassy area. If I dug down like 2 blocks, I would be in the basement of my old house. And then I created this over here. It was kind of like I guess you could say, side of a mountain. So the mountain kind of went up a little bit towards that top of the roof line, is kind of where the original mountain was up to. And I shaved it all down, cut it in half, made some hard edges, kind of like this one here, just to have it all flat and make it a lot more nice and neat so that I could build more stuff off of it. I'm not the greatest at building on the sides of mountains and cliffs and making it look more organic. As you can tell from a lot of my builds, they're mostly rectangle or square. But anyway, so I built this on the side of the cliff a little bit. I have my potion brewing room in here. Got some netherwort growing, potion stuff in here. It's really small. I'm going to obviously upgrade that eventually. I have my enchantment room here. A lot of different enchantment books, a lot of lapis, bookshelf with enchantments as well. This kind of gives you a good layout. This is the old layout of my world. As you can see, as you can see right here where my crosshair is at, this was my old house, which I was right here. This is where I'm at right now currently. This is my storage unit, which is still there. And then this is the old layout of my old house that I had built. This whole box is still here, which I'll show up there. So this is no longer here. I'll need to update this, but this is no longer here. It's a newer house, I guess you could say. This is where all the sheep pens are. All of this is like forest that I've got for mining or for just harvesting wood. Right here is where my greenhouse is at. This is where my villager breeder's at. Got a wool shop here that has all my wools, different color dyes and all that kind of stuff. Got 2 villager houses right here, and then got a couple more villager like huts and stuff from the original one as well. This is all gone. It's all cleared out right there. I have my villager trading hall right here, my barn stables right here, and then my happy gas thing right here. And as you can tell, this actually right here, where my crosshair is at, that was my old house. This is all clear. I have the railroad system going through here to my iron farm, crops farm, that kind of stuff. My mob farm is up in the air, and a little fishing hut. So anyway, let's get back to it. We'll go in there next, but originally this was designed to be able to go up into the old house, and then this one pretty much was the exact same. So this was a copy right there with a little bump out. Now I just am kind of housing some animals that have not found a home for them yet. And then for whatever reason, a lot of villagers are spawning in here and just kind of getting trapped, and I haven't really done anything with them. So they're just kind of there. But no one else can get, nothing can get in here. So I just kind of leave them there, and I take them when I need them. Kind of sounds bad, but this is an empty room I haven't done much with yet. We'll actually go through here. There's a lot of different like entrances and exits to my bases. Like this one goes right out here. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but this goes down to my nether portal area. So I got my lava farm, little chill area with lava, nether portal. But you come back up in here. A room I haven't done anything with yet. I have my smelting room. You know, just some. I'm getting better at detailing my projects and stuff, so getting better at that. But this used to be one more in, so it used to be off center, so that's kind of why. I just now realized that I bumped it out one, and it didn't need to be bumped out at all. No, it did. Oh, I gotta change this. You know what, I'm gonna do that right now. I'll do that right here while I'm at it. I'm like, it's still off center. And this is why. There we go. Now it's even. And then I'll just... There we go. Now it's more even and centered. Excuse me. This goes towards my lower storage room, which is pretty much an exact copy from the upstairs, and this is where the bed's at up there. I got a little bit of a to-do list. This goes outside, right below the stairs that go up and over. So, a lot of different entrances and exits, because I'm realizing, like, and then this is, goes right back in there. This is Jeff, my villager that trades 1 emerald and 1 book for mending. Super lucky when I got that villager. So he's just chilling there next to the enchantment room. This is my main village. This is my main storage system. I used to have a copper golem until this was like back when the update came out. I had put a copper golem in here, and then I realized he's not that useful in this storage system because he can only access a certain amount of chests, and he wasn't able to access these ones up here. So then I would have had to create like some sort of step-up staircase type thing. And it's just too small of a space to try and have an automated sorter in here, in my opinion. And I don't know. I can always revive him eventually, I believe. So otherwise, he's just a statue for right now. You got the backside that goes out to the farms over there. Otherwise, you got the front. My storage house. It's kind of become an unofficial base. Because that's kind of where I spend most of my time. I made this house design for the sole purpose of actually having like a spot, you know, quote unquote, to call a house. I know a lot of times we could just make a base out of a storage shed and call it good, but I decided to make like somewhat of a little small simple design of a house to call my base in the meantime. So I got some of my cats in here, got a couple dogs in here chilling on the couch watching TV. Got some armor, a little computer stand, got my parrot up there, got a little kitchen table, kitchen area, nothing in here yet. Haven't made it downstairs, may or may not, to connect to the storage room. Got a fireplace. Yeah, so this one is, it's literally just, I'm glad that with one of the updates in the past with fireplace, you can actually have a fireplace and not light a fire on netherrack and have it burn your house down. So it's nice to have a fireplace up here. Got another little computer area, and then this is kind of this is where my diamond armor is gonna be. So all this right here, I'm gonna put on this armor stand, These ones have somewhat... These ones are just random enchantments. It just looks cool to have an enchanted armor, but that's kind of trash. And then I haven't swapped over my ender chest. I'm just not realizing to put it in here, and then put my valuables in here. This one's going to be for a trident, this one's going to be for a netherite sword, and this one's going to be for the mace. So one of the 3 of the most powerful weapons. Haven't collected any of them yet, but those will go right there as kind of like my firsts. But I have my End City banner and then Outpost banner up there. So it's just kind of a house to show off my achievements, and just to kind of have a spot for my animals to hang out, and just kind of a lounge area type of thing. And you come around the back, obviously nothing too fancy. Similar, same type of stuff, kind of bland. It's in the savanna biome. This is kind of where this is literally where I spawned in this area, and I just decided to keep it close to spawn and not travel too far, because I got a pretty big ocean right here, or I guess you could say like a big lake. Just good flat, a lot of flat land that was already here. Savannah was pretty, for the most part, pretty flat, except for a hill right here that I kind of carved out. But yeah, this was Villager Bob. My old house I had right here, and the villager was like probably stuck, like he probably froze in like whatever command system was there, and he just would not move, like never moved. I was afraid to touch him because it was kind of crazy how he was just chilling on the roof of my old house at the edge, staring at the ground like he was gonna jump. And then, yeah, he was like that for most of my world, if not all of it. And then one day he just disappeared. So, yeah. Think what you want about that, because I'm not going to say it just in case if I get demonetized, because I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, it's not a joke. It was literally just like, I don't know what was going on with that dude. I mean, it was the weird game mechanics of how that guy was stuck on the side of the roof, and I don't know. It was just weird. But anyway, little automated cobble generator. Kind of cool. Little odds and ends farm type stuff that I just haven't moved yet. We have one villager breeder of 2. It's kind of funny, a villager tried to go in there. So we have some farmer villagers up there. And I honestly wasn't sure how well this villager breeder was going to work, and it's actually turned out pretty good. There's quite a bit in here, and you'll see why later on. We'll go into here. So yeah, these villagers have attached themselves to these. I hope they don't. Okay, yeah, all the flowers are still here. It's my little greenhouse that I have some beehives in. Works actually really well. It's really a little nice addition. This design was taken from another YouTube video. All the interior is my own design, and then some of the aesthetics on the outside, but it's just a circle. I mean, I had already pretty much built most of it. I just tweaked it a little bit based off the picture I found. This is another basic villager breeder design. I mean, this is like the easiest one, and honestly the best one in my opinion. I've got glass over it. Definitely need to put glass over it, but I'll show you why this is the best villager design ever. Because you have literally all of these villagers. It is packed with lots and lots of villagers. I can't even... Alright. Anyway, I can't even get out of there because of how many villagers are just stuck in there. But that underground portion goes to this area. So it goes right here. I can let villagers into here. They come up into here, attach themselves to a bed or whatever. Honestly, I can let them out a little bit, let them roam, whatever. And then that one also has villagers that are attached to it, but it's kind of free roaming villagers. Haven't converted it to be the same yet. This is my villager trading hall. And then this is a little underground passage system that goes from the villager breeder into here. So that way I can literally just stacks of it. I mean, all these dirt blocks that you see has a villager behind it. They just haven't been associated with the workstation yet. I've been more focused on these ones, enchantment books. So like I got Fortune 3 for 1 emerald, 1 book. Efficiency 4, I believe, yeah. It's 30 emeralds, 33 emeralds and 1 book for efficiency 4. It's the best I could get. Looting 3, 1 emerald, 7 books for looting 2. And then obviously you just get 2 looting 2s and make a looting 3 and then boom, you've got it. On breaking 3, again, 1 emerald, 1 book on breaking 3. Sharpness 4, again, same thing. Cheap emeralds, 1 book. Combine them to make a sharpness 5. And then this guy's got clay for emeralds, so it's literally pretty sick trade. So yeah, that's my villager trading hall. I got a design off the internet. A lot. I mean, it is what it is. Like it's. I mean, yeah. I mean, this one I created kind of myself, but I ended up looking up designs halfway through of like how to decorate animal stables, and then I ended up coming across a design that literally was almost the exact same that I had already built. I just tweaked the roof a little bit to match it because I like the slab design better than the stair design, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's literally a classic staple farm design stable, so really no credit needed, I guess. I mean, anything and everything you can build in Minecraft with your own imagination, and someone has built it similar if not the exact same, because it is what it is. It's Minecraft. Like this simple little square structure. I don't like how he's facing that way. But yeah, for a little happy gas docking station. I might move it. I might make it taller because you can't even see it with this massive barn blocking it, and it's kind of a little bit of a hike from my main building over there to use it. So I might change it. But yeah, statue. This is my little villager thing for all my dyes and wools and stuff. Looms to make banners and that kind of thing. Kind of made it close to the sheep farm. This guy's just housing a lot of crops. Empty, empty. Those two are empty from the previous village that was already here. Forest farm, meat cooker. And then up here, we've got all my colored sheep, cows, pigs, chickens. Yeah, so this kind of gives a good overview of kind of what I've got so far. Cleared out all of this land. This is kind of all, excuse me, those plains type of thing. And then I've got, why not? We'll crank out the elytra. I don't really use my elytra like at all, very much, and I got mending on everything, because obviously it's really easy to use mending when you have a villager that gives you free mending books practically. I have a little bit of a fishing outpost here. There we go. Got my own Nautilus. So I got a little fishing hut. And I've actually gotten these ones from fishing. Kind of everything I've gotten from fishing type of thing is from in here. This is a raid farm design. Honestly, this is actually a really good raid farm design. Works really well. Mob farm up here. It's all made out of dirt and everything. I mean, it is what it is. So, wasn't gonna... That was early on. I just made it all out of dirt because that's the material that I had the most of. And now we're over here to my kind of automatic farms area. if anyone knows, or if anyone's watching, I guess, but if anyone knows why villagers keep despawning from my automatic crops farm, that'd be really great. I see that two minecarts have been pushed out of the way, but I don't understand why that would make them despawn. Like, all 5 of them, poof, gone. And it's 9 times out of 10, I mean, it works really great. I've gotten probably, I'd say probably 3 full chests of crops, you know, from this farm. Like, it's very, very useful. But whenever I sit AFK to let these automatic sugarcane and, you know, I need to update this design, which I'm actually going to record a video right after this, updating that design over by my gunpowder farm, so that way I can farm gunpowder and sugarcane at the exact same time, instead of having this over here and that over there. This iron farm, I built a little AFK platform before I realized in Java you can literally just set it, you can just sit there and it'll go on its own. You don't have to have an AFK spot that moves you around like a little water part, but this design, I've gotten, there's at least two full chests worth down there, 2 doubles. This design is a little bit more labor intensive with the aspect of just getting the villagers over here was the hardest part, because I have 3 villagers in the beds and then a zombie in the boat, and each of these little alcoves, I guess you could say, like that one, this one, that one over there, and that one, all have 3 villagers in it, and this works really well. So I can literally chill up here in the AFK spot and just let it run, and I get insane amount of loot from these designs. I already have a cat like that, so I'll just let that one go. That's my gunpowder farm over there, which I'm going to make a video, like I said, updating that and making a second one on top of that, maybe even a third, just to increase gunpowder rates. Of course, you gotta love the big tall towers of the AFK spots and stuff. We'll fly over to the last thing in my world that I haven't shown yet. I do have a spider farm. I mean, it is what it is. It's literally just a spider farm in a spawner. So yeah, no, it's nothing major. But yeah, slime farm, and this one actually works relatively well too. Just gotta AFK it, and got a lot of slime balls, and that's from like probably 4 to 5 hours worth of just AFKing. And I mean, if you're going, you can literally just sit up there, leave it like this, and go do whatever you need to go do, and you'll come back and you'll have almost a double chest full of slime. And it's more than enough that's needed unless you're doing a crazy project. But yeah, this was all flower forest. I took a lot of flowers to make a lot of dye, obviously for the sheeps and everything. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much my world. Still got a lot to go. I haven't hit the burnout 100% yet, but I've definitely felt a little bit of burnout, I guess you could say. And that's mainly for the fact of, like, you know, I work a lot and I do have time for this, but not as often as I used to. So I kind of just do small projects here and there, and sometimes it's literally just tweaking stuff, and yeah. So thanks for watching. Appreciate the support for anyone that is watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It'll help me out. I'm gonna kind of expect to make one at least. I'm gonna try and make a video maybe once a week. I doubt it, because I'm coming up. I'm gonna be taking 2 classes for work coming up and working 2 jobs, and they're both first responder jobs, so yeah. Can't guarantee that I'll come up with a video a week. I'm gonna try and aim for 20 to 30 minute videos, and I'm gonna try and aim for them to be at least somewhat productive, and maybe that'll keep me like accountable to actually do stuff that is on my list. Like, for example, update the sugarcane farm, make another gunpowder farm on top, or 2 gunpowder farms on top. I gotta collect all the resources, etc. You know, convert this building to look like that building and put it closer to each other. Clear out this spot and move this one over more, or put some trees there to make it look more aesthetic. Find something to do with this spot, you know, find something to, like, it's just a lot of little different projects that I feel like I could make a YouTube video out of, and it'll actually hold me accountable to, like, hey, I got something to do, let's go do it. So I think earlier, before, like yesterday or something, I was just mining a lot, and I ended up getting a lot of diamonds. I think what I might do after this next video I'll record is just go mining for netherite. But see, that's another thing too, is like I could go mining. I'll find my niche. I'll find the thing that I like to do and my editing style and how I want to play. And yeah, some people like to show the process of mining and speed it up really quick and gather resources as they're making their projects. Some people like to have all their resources that they need to make the project and just do it in one video. You know, some people like to take a you know, with all of this stuff, I've actually made a copy of this world, and what I do in the copy is I literally will build the design that I want, count all of the resources that I need, and then just make sure, and then build it in my survival. You know, it makes it so much easier with planning, with, you know, fitting in, like, I didn't know if this was going to work, fitting the greenhouse next to the villager breeder, or, you know, fitting that one and how that would work, or how to design this where it would, you know, flow good, that I can make paths to it underground so that way I can connect them. Or, you know, if I wanted to move all of this, where am I going to move it to? Okay, if I build, you know, something over there, I can just build it in my copy world and then see if it works, see if I like it. If I don't like it, I can change it, and then not have to essentially waste time building this whole house just to realize I was 1 block off, or, you know, I built it too far away, that kind of thing. I can literally just build it in the other world, do what I want, customize it, count how many blocks it is away, make sure I'm accurate, and then yeah. It's a lot more time consuming, and I definitely recommend doing it. And I don't like how villagers are claiming my bed, so I might actually put some iron doors on some of these buildings now. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like I said, stay tuned for the next video that's coming out whenever, and catch you on the next one. Peace.